And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed.
He's going to take a shot. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. What a dime tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic bean.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following in those footsteps.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Luck. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Badgers want to move quickly. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. That guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
To the air on first down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Trying to get to it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They're bringing heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
7, Wisconsin, 0.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on now. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that Still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
It's now second and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Trying to make their way to the promised land on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooner. And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
14, Wisconsin, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Now on third down after that run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Badgers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Getting some heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Got his man on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma 21, Wisconsin 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range within. Love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Badgers in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badger.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Wisconsin, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Right back to the well. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Sweet cut there. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air. It's Arnold. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The aerial assault continues. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma, 35. Wisconsin, 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Locke. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooners! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Luck. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 18 to Houston. We'll circle.
He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Quickly to the tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun. Give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown into them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. 1st down here for the offense. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Arnold. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
1st down for the offense.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's locked. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
A little screen to the running back. Oh, spins away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Badgers have taken it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Quarterback moving. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this one.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, getting points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Now on the option. Quick toss. Still running at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So now on comes the field goal unit. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching